All right, guys. Second cop watch for the night.
Cops.
We love you too.
Awesome. Yeah, I like the law.
And we love you too.
Yeah, that's great. You YouTubers or
Yeah.
local or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
YouTube, TikTok, Library, Odyssey, Wing. I'm on several different platforms.
You should get a moment before you leave.
Sure, yeah.
I'd like to get your info.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm from Jacksonville, Arkansas.
What? Still out. Somebody, no.
Oh, maybe.
Boy, that queue smells good.
What?
Dude up here running a queue.
Oh,
I can smell the barbecue up here, man.
I don't smoke very much usually, so I know there's smoke in the air.
Yeah, they're dude starting up the grill back here, and I was driving by. I was like, oh, somebody's burning the queue.
It's a good night for it.
Oh yeah. You know, even as hot as it was today, it was super palatable.
If it would have been more humid, it really would have been intolerable. But
Yeah, right.
It was hot. Though.
Yeah, being as dry as it's been the last couple of days, it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right.
It's nice to dry out a little. I've been going down south a lot every day for the last few weeks, and it's just still flooded.
I'm coming.
They will rock.
I got it on video. I record everything for my protection and theirs.
Yep, that's the best way
We've
to do
been
it.
scanner chasing all afternoon.
She was actually in the car when he's doing his dangerous thing that he did.
And I
So
have the
he
video.
can't lie because she's in the car and she told him, I don't want to be on the camera. She
That
told
was a
him,
grossly dangerous activity with a child in the car.
Of all days, I choose to wear
So that's
blue.
child endangerment number 1, right?
You would think so.
And then you got child endangerment number 2 when he swerves toward a child in the parking lot.
Reckless endangerment.
You would think something like
so
that.
you
Yeah,
want
reckless
somebody to leave
endangerment.
because you threatened to hit their kids with the car.
And then he literally voiced the threat that next time he's in the parking lot, he's going to run him over. She was in the car
Man,
and
that's not okay.
heard all this.
That's not.
mad because
So
I told
why
him
is
if
he
you
over
hit my
there?
cousin, we're gonna have problems. And I said, oh, dude. And I said, I know, I'll knock your old ass out this car. I wish you would.
Threatening children.
I don't care how
West
disrespectful he is. You're a grown
Threatening-
man and he's a child.
Hey, get him on video.
She's in
He's
the car
threatening
with-
children with
with
cars and getting away with it.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
Well,
That's him.
man,
Go get a real good picture. He gets
I
real
can
angry real
I can get
fast.
a good one right here.
He's looking for his keys because he threw his keys and dog and stuff on the ground when he got mad.
He's a kid on his bike. What do you want him to do? How about you watch where you're going? Common sense.
You know, it's weird. I zoomed in and it got real dark.
Yeah.
Yield to pedestrians in parking lots?
I think it's common sense.
It's the law. Okay, so if he didn't yield to a pedestrian in a crosswalk, he would.
No, he actually, I mean,
He swerved
I don't understand
towards the
how
child.
to understand.
He did it on purpose.
I just want to know what the outcome
He
is going to
doesn't
be. Is
even
all I'm
drive
saying.
me.
Yeah.
So
What's the
there's
report going to
nothing
say?
being
He just
done by
keeps
him trying
continuously
to
getting away
hit
with
a
stuff.
child on a bicycle is crazy to me. I don't understand.
Can we find out what's the appropriate action?
Not straightforward.
No, I
They're
know
just
there's got to
home.
be something.
They're not doing
literally
nothing about
swerved
it.
towards the
He
child.
tried to hit my son. And
So-
nothing's been done.
And on top of that, got in her face.
Good shot,
and my
man, good
face.
shot.
I got it on video. I had to get out of my face.
What would happen to
Do we need a supervisor?
Next time I'll punch him in his face.
Should we request a supervisor?
But then I'll
guys?
go to
You
jail.
want a supervisor?
Yes.
You want a supervisor?
What would have happened if he got hit? Yes.
If you request a supervisor, they have to bring him in now.
So what are y'all actions? Nothing?
So that's going to be enough. He's getting you a number right now. That's what you asked for. That's what he's doing right now.
Okay, but
He'll come back and
nothing.
tell you what he's going to do with that. Okay?
Okay, but nothing's being
Perfect.
done with him that tried to hit the child on the bicycle.
Where were you? Are you asking what you want to take him to jail?
Or something? Yeah, that's dangerous.
He's going to he's asking what the course of action is.
So
It could be just a report.
just a
Because
report.
a report is completely inappropriate for somebody swerving towards a child in a parking lot. Don't you?
If that's what happened, we don't know what happened.
Well, there's
Okay,
cameras
so-
here though.
There is a child that was in the car.
You telling me
Report, right?
I'm not upset by nothing like
That's
that.
going to be that officer over there.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
he's y'all.
Okay. So that's the guy you need to talk to. Don't talk to
back
me.
down. And he told me next time I give him
It's actually the way it's done sometimes. What was the first officer's name right here, the Spanish
You can
guy?
ask him that.
Okay.
speeding up trying to roll out like
Did he speed up and try to hit him?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know
We're
that.
trying to make sure you have an accurate count because he's telling me he's walking away from somebody literally swerving and speeding up, accelerating towards a child in the parking
And that's what I'm trying to
You
tell y'all.
have
He
a
doesn't
witness
drive fast.
right there.
She was in the car with him.
And telling him to slow down, don't hit her
Okay.
cousin.
That's two children at danger with this man.
Where's he at?
I thought you guys said that he just yelled
We would
at
like
him
to
and
see
said-
No.
immediately if
He
you're not doing
speeded
It's
up
on
and tried. Okay,
here.
hold on one second.
Yes, ma'am.
For your camera. He speeded up and tried to hit my son on the bicycle. And then he got to the side and told him, you better get out the road because next time I'm going to hit you. The little girl in the car is my niece with him. She told him, slow down, what are you doing? You better not hit him. No, he needs to get out my way.
And then he ran
And what
to
I was
us.
trying to do like that, he doesn't even drive fast. So for the fact that you tried to speed up and hit him, that he's off the bike, sweating, running to come get a neighbor to help him, is a problem.
Now, who was able to see this?
Malia.
The witness in the car with him.
That way.
She went to go get her mom. No, she went to go get her mom.
When she comes back, I'll take her statement.
Willie, go tell Malia, Christina,
That
that they need him.
much up to the following detectives if charges are filed.
Because when he ran over to us, he didn't say Nana. They called me Nana. He said David, and he didn't say that mouse, which is his finger in his eye, and he was sweating.
I was under the impression that he just yelled at me.
No.
I didn't
No.
know.
I
I
just wanted
did
to make
not
sure
know that.
everything was clear
No.
because it just seemed like you guys were saying hi and bye, and that's definitely not
Yeah, pretty much. I was just here to separate
we
y'all and
could
make sure nobody got
definitely-
into a fight.
No,
I want to supervise if you're not doing anything at all. I
Yeah,
want one immediately.
like I said, yeah, we're gonna do it.
And afterwards, and like video of him yelling at us and getting in our.
He has like some revenge against
There's
because
some sort of aggression.
Do you guys know what a bar officer is? Has anybody talked to you about a bar officer? Anybody? So it's basically a community officer when you have several issues with a single person like this. They come
We're
out
local
and they sit down
journalists.
And they actually figure out a
I'll
plan
be in it.
Oh, and
to like go
intermediate.
Just
Every time
cop
she
watching.
talks to them,
Oh,
they don't
hey, what kind of
mention
watch
nothing
it
like that. They say it's an office
YouTube,
problem.
holler at me
That's
after
why
everything's
like,
done.
report her because management can't do nothing without you guys giving
I'll get you guys
her one.
a report number. I'll get you guys the number of the bar officer, and then we'll do some follow-up detectives. That sound good?
Desiree, you hear that? You okay with that?
I'm trying to calm down.
I know.
At this point, I literally should have just kicked his ass if they're not going to do anything about it.
He's saying
I'm
he
so
is.
sick of this man.
Yeah, he's saying he is, and I know you're upset, and you can go ahead and calm down, and I'll listen, and when you calm down, I'll explain it to you, okay?
But yeah, that's why we were mad because we're like, the law is you yield
And
to
normally
them.
going down Kearney, he's doing like 35. You know, I'm like, this is very slow.
So for him, for the local, the girl that went to get her mom to say that
Did she come down?
And I'm glad she did go to get her mom because
Just to give you kind of a snippet of an idea of how they do these kind of deals. If they didn't witness it, they'll get all of the witness statements and corroborate the stories, and then they'll find out if they have probable cause to turn it into the prosecutor, and that's when stuff happens. I know it's aggravating, but it just is what it is. It's how some of this stuff works.
where does she live?
She was up to the top.
Who's the kid on this bike that's riding around like?
I don't know. I don't even know him.
I have no idea.
So,
I've never seen him
If
before.
this guy like tried to swerve and hit the kid, that's completely inappropriate. Like, we all agree on that.
Yes.
But if the kids are out riding their bikes like,
Like he
this
just
kid
did?
is,
Yeah.
like that's not.
No,
appropriate.
this is my
I didn't see
son.
him.
My
I'm not
son
watching.
didn't ride like
This
that.
kid's flying
He
off the
was just
sidewalk, flying
riding.
across the
Yeah.
parking
Yeah,
lot,
no.
slamming on his
Yeah,
brakes.
I've never
like,
seen him where kids are well behaved.
whoever that is, they need to take care
Money.
of that. He's gonna get hit.
just spend about 30 minutes here and you'll see
That's
that all
actually
the
well
time,
said.
even littler kids than that, unfortunately.
Hey kid. You're not, we're over here. We're having an issue because somebody's trying to hit him, but you're flying beside the cars. If you're gonna do that, can you please take it down there or to your mom, please, okay?
The parking lot. They're not going to see you in the dark in this parking lot, man. You're going to get run over. You can't be riding around like that.
Good way for it to happen.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
48. No, you can't.
Yeah, you get it.
417. 693. Can you send Malia out here because they need to speak to her because she was a witness in the car with Terry.
The mother has to be present.
She said she already talked to that.
They need her.
I'm taking the kids to bed and my dog.
That's not okay.
I don't know what's going on. They can
I
come over
need
here.
you to send Malia out the door.
Malia's not coming over there.
We'll go talk to her.
I talked to her. I don't know who she is, but she told me what she said, so I can add that.
What's the last word?
7419.
Lily's right here.
He's over there
William.
looking for his keys right
That boy on the bike had him in his hand.
now. Yeah, he tried to approach me with keys, and I told him I didn't want them. I said,
Who did? The kid on the bike?
yeah, and that's the one that turned around. That's when I said, "Are you a minor?" I said, "I do not want them."
2913. 12
Hey,
I don't know.
did you have keys earlier?
No, they're
They said
on
you're
the
running around
ground.
with keys. Where'd you put them? You threw them back over there?
Yeah.
You know where you threw them? You're over there looking for them.
Do you care if I speak to you?
Nope.
No, not me. No.
What happened?
So like, I was by that circuit car right there. No, like going through this. And he was at like that ladder car down there. And I came from like where my house is, and I'm riding up the road. At first he was at the trash can. He sped up to that red car, stopped, and then just like taking off speeding.
Taking off speeding towards you.
And I went like off right there. I came back around because he stopped in the middle of the road.
Touching my nipple,
And I was riding, and I heard him. He said, "Next time you're gonna vote, I'm gonna hit you."
Okay.
Hello. Today.
And then I dropped the dude's butt off to him. And then I ran down to him right there. Stop.
Serenity, honey, can you leave him alone for a minute? Let him talk. Thank you.
So when he sped up, were you in the middle of the road when you were riding the bike,
I
or
was
where
never
were
in the
you?
middle of the road.
Where was you at?
Like, you see where the cars are? I'm right with you.
Oh, you look at 20. And so the car was in the middle of the road.
No. He tried to say he did.
David, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If any of the parents ask, let them know that when I edit this video, I will be blurring all of the kids' faces.
Yes,
all
good.
Of them. We're not here for any of y'all here. We're here to what's called.
JC.
Yeah, holler at us. Yeah, he's JC News now. I'm Car Thief News. Car Thief is one word. I had a repo company for 12 years. It's kind of a play on words.
Okay.
But just anybody that asks, I will be blurring all of the kids' faces out in the video.
Absolutely. Perfect. I love that.
Just, yeah, I'm not here for that.
We're
so,
not here. Yeah.
you know.
Leave kids alone.
You know, and I've actually had a couple of interactions with this officer.
He seems really nice. I like him.
Fantastic job.
Yeah.
Does his job A+ every time.
Well, at first it seemed
If
like
he's
they
the
were
same
about
one
to
that I
just
think he is.
walk away like nothing happened, and I was like, wait, let me clarify this.
Well-
I need to know what your approach is.
What they do is they get all of the witness statements, and then they write up reports, and then they make a corroboration between all of the stories.
Yeah.
And if they all match up, then they have probable cause to put a warrant in front of the prosecutor.
Yeah, see? Serenity has
And then they come and
a
serve the prosecutor's warrant.
Yeah. Okay.
Judge has to sign off on it and all that. So
Yeah.
I know it's like I was telling the one lady. I know it's an aggravation, it's a hassle, but you know it's just the way it is. You know they can't just go slamming cuffs on people.
Well, no.
So
No, I didn't expect him to literally go to jail. He did physically
right.
touch me. But I expect them to write a report, and it looked like they were just going to.
They will. Everything's being recorded.
Yeah.
They're taking notes very well, all of them
Yeah.
that I've seen, and they'll just figure it out.
I'm happy with that.
On more than one occasion.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been
So it's a
ongoing for
habitual
month.
issue between the two families.
No, we're not involved. It's
Yeah, right. Well, him and someone else, they're having habitual issues.
He's got a problem with somebody for whatever reason.
Always finding reasons.
We're just out here.
Oldest goes first.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Or anything else, you know.
Not to my knowledge.
Because, I mean,
couldn't
West
confirm.
Side, motherfucker.
Well, I understand that. I couldn't confirm.
You're right.
We
don't
can't
know.
confirm that. There may be suspicions some months ago.
Maybe
Okay.
it's something going on.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He just may be an habitual asshole.
He might
is.
just be.
You know.
Some people are shit.
They fucking happen.
It
You know,
happens.
some people are just shit.
They are. And well, he'll get his in the end. If
You know,
he's-
when I cut mine off, it was about 4 inches shorter than yours. That is an epic goddamn beard.
Well, thank you. 7 years old this month.
Then mine.
7
Yeah,
years.
JC and I did an audit,
I don't know
first note audit at the state office building on the square.
That top one right there.
And of course, the security guard, man.
You can't record in here.
Sorry, it's a state-owned building.
I'm not
Makes it
allowed to
public
point my
property.
camera into your window.
That is a limited public forum. We went into DHHS, you know, did a real quick interview, did a couple of FOIA requests, and you know, did all of that.
You got it with me.
This officer, I believe, I'm probably 92.768% sure that that's the same officer. He came and told them, this is state-owned building. That means it's public property. If it says authorized personnel only, or you know, access denied, or whatever, you know, locked keypad or whatever, those are not open to public access. That's restricted areas. They're engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. There's nothing that we can or are going to do about this. Don't know what to tell you.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love it when they
So
know
we
that.
Went, we went right back in and
Thank
like,
you. Thank you. No, it makes you feel so good that somebody
Yeah.
actually knows that.
yeah.
There was a security guard
love
that
it.
quit here because they were getting on to a kid without their parents here and yelling at him, and he came out and told them what their rights
They were?
There
The
was
security guard was.
Oh, the
no,
security
there was
guard.
just some security guard months about
He
a
was
year ago.
man.
Yeah, he was actually
Okay.
threatening this child.
I didn't know if it was one of these guys or not.
No, this was a security guard.
For the most part, these guys are pretty cordial. Every once in a while, you'll find one that's kind of huffy, but for the most part, they're pretty cordial.
Yeah.
And there's the huddle. Zoom in on the huddle. They are basically doing a verbal corroboration right now and go from there. Because swerving at the kid and stuff like that, threatening next time, blah, 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 that's a whole different ball of wax than speeding through a parking lot full
The
of kids.
act of turning the wheel,
Right.
accelerating,
That makes it
towards a
that makes it a little bit different ball of wax.
is a completely explicit,
Intentional, yeah.
intentional act.
All right, I'm being hailed, so I will holler at you later. Oh, you got the
Do you have
channel,
a
right?
card or anything?
I don't. I'm having them printed up as we speak.
What do I,
They're going over there to talk to Malia.
All right, guys, I'm out. Bye, motherfuckers.